There is one question God asked man first. Not, who are you? Not, what have you done? But, where are you? This question was asked thousands of years ago, in a garden, where it all happened for the very first time. But if you listen closely, it's still being asked, every day, inside each of us. Today, we're going to talk about a story we think we know. About an apple, about a serpent, about the first sin. But almost everything we remember about this story isn't quite true. And what really happened there is much closer to us than it seems.
For some reason, everyone is sure it was an apple, even though the text never says that. What it does speak about is something else. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And the only tree that is actually named in that story is the fig tree, because its leaves are what Adam and Eve used later to cover themselves. But that's not even the point. The temptation was never about the fruit. It was something else entirely. And it's that same temptation we keep repeating every single day.
The serpent didn't offer Eve food. He offered something else. You will be like gods. You will decide for yourselves what is good and what is evil. Think about that. This isn't about knowledge. It's about authority. The authority to decide what is right and what is wrong. Without God, without love, without truth. Today it feels right, so I call it good. Tomorrow it doesn't, so now it's evil. Today I call war peace, darkness light, and I convince everyone that this is truth. And tomorrow I reverse it, because now I decide. Adam and Eve accepted this temptation, and ever since then, humanity has been living inside it. This is the real sin. Not the fruit, not the apple, but that quiet voice. I will decide.
Up until that moment, they were naked, and it didn't trouble them, because nakedness was not shame. It was beauty given by God. Nothing to hide, nothing to protect. To be fully seen and still remain open. And then, something changed. They looked at each other with different eyes, and suddenly, it became frightening to be that exposed. For the first time, they wanted to hide. Not from the cold, not from danger, from each other. Those who were given to one another in love built a wall between themselves. Out of leaves, out of shame, out of fear of being truly seen. We still wear that covering. Every time we're afraid to say, I'm tired. Every time we can't admit, I'm in pain. Every time we smile, while quietly closing the door inside. These are the fig leaves. And then Adam hears it. God walking in the garden. As before, as every day. But now, everything is different. Before, those steps brought joy. Now, they make him want to hide. And then comes the question. The first question God ever asked fallen man. Where are you, Adam? Notice this. God knew where Adam was. He saw everything from the very beginning. He saw the serpent speak. He saw the hand reach. He saw the leaves being woven together. God wasn't asking to find out. He was asking to call him back. This question is not about a place. It's something deeper. Where are you within yourself? Where are you in relation to me? Where have you gone? And it's the same question he asks us. When we lie awake in the dark, when we stare at the ceiling after a fight, when we stand in front of a mirror and don't recognize ourselves, where are you? Not to punish, but to call us back. God asked gently, like a father speaking to a child, "Have you eaten from the tree I told you not to eat from?" It was a chance, simple, human, just to say, "It was me." But Adam said something else. "The woman you gave me, she gave it to me, and I ate." And she said, "The serpent deceived me. It's not my fault." No one said, "It was me." And in that moment, the door closed. Not from the outside, from within. One saint once said something terrifying. The doors of hell are locked from the inside. Man locked them himself, and only man can open them. God does not break locks. He stands and waits. Because love is not force. Love is a knock. And it is always the one inside who opens the door. What if Adam had answered honestly? Just, "It was me." We don't know what the world would have been, but it would have been different. And this isn't somewhere far away. It's here. Each time you choose to hide, you take that same step again. And each time you hear that quiet question inside, "Where are you?" it's him calling. And you have a choice, the same one Adam had. You can hide, you can point to someone else, or you can answer quietly, simply, "Here I am. It was me." The door closes from within, but it also opens from within. If this resonates with you, stay with us. This is a place we return to these conversations.